very warm good evening to all the dignitaries assembled here for the book release function of Sri Justice Gopal Gauraji on the occasion of his 75th birthday celebration. It gives me an immense pleasure to be here on this occasion. I'm delighted to be a part in releasing the biography of a great human being whom we lovingly call him as Manavatavadi. That's the apt title for his biography. And I would like to convey my heartfelt namaskars to Honorable Sri Justice and Santosh Hegde, former Lokayukta of Karnataka and former Supreme Court, Judge of Supreme Court of India. And my heartfelt namaskars to Honorable Justice Sri V.K. Patnaik, former Judge in Supreme Court of India. Honorable Justice Sri Sudhendra Raji, former Judge in High Court of Karnataka. My heartfelt namaskars to Sri H.K. Patil, Minister for Law and Parliamentary Affairs, Legislation, Tourism, Government of Karnataka. My heartfelt namaskars to Honorable M. Seshadriji, Senior Advocate, High Court of Karnataka. My heartfelt namaskars to Govindaraji, Political Secretary to Government of Karnataka. And Sri Yaman Pilapalabji, General Secretary for the Station Committee. To all other senior advocates, members of the Law Council, advocates, their families, public and media brothers and police, a warm good evening to all. Ellarigu namaskar. One sentence I could think of Justice Gopal Gauraji is that when justice becomes a voice, not just a verdict, that becomes Justice Gopal Gauraji. Today I am deeply honored to be here today, celebrating the 75th birthday of Honorable former Supreme Court Judge, Justice Sri Gopal Gauraji. I stand before you not as a Deputy Chief Minister or other names I carry. I stand here today as a student who has been fortunate enough to learn from one of this country's rarest voices of moral courage, Justice V. Gopal Gauraji. When I look at his life journey, it fills me with deep respect. Born in a small village called Peduru in Chintamani region of Kolar district, from a humble family, he rose through sheer dedication and integrity. From being an advocate to serving as a judge of the Karnataka High Court, then as a Chief Justice of the Orissa High Court, and later as a judge of the Supreme Court of India, his life itself is an inspiration. It shows us that what honesty, hard work, and commitment to justice can achieve. Recently in July 2025, I spoke about Justice Gauraji in an interview. When I said that Justice Gauraji is not just an inspiration, he is my mentor. His commitment to the oppressed, his fearless defense of constitutional values, these are the ideals I strive to live by. It is because beyond being a former judge of the Supreme Court, he is a man who has dedicated his life to the voice of the voiceless. Justice Gopal Gauraji has always extended his support in crucial people's movements, whether it was the Nallamala uranium issue or the Amaravati farmer struggles, or when we formed a joint fact-finding committee to understand how central funds were being utilized by the state. He participated voluntarily, sharing his knowledge and helping us present facts in the right way. He offered a rightful judicial guidance that helped us to examine the constitutional obligations, the denied promises, and the center's accountability under the AP Reorganization Act. He showed us that truth is not just an emotion, it's a process, it's evidence, it's courage wrapped in facts. With his support, our fact-finding committee was not just a political tool, it became a document of justice and a mirror to the facts. What we learned, mainly from the key words from him is, governments may change, but the duty to the Constitution never changes. And that our duty is not to please governments, but to protect citizens from the misuse of power, whoever wields it. Justice Gopal Gauraji, your life and words reminds us that true patriotism is not about political alignment, but about institutional courage and moral conviction. You have taught us that we must govern with conscience, judge with courage, and serve with integrity because, as you beautifully put it, the Constitution is not just a document, it is a sacred trust placed in our hands. We are deeply grateful, sir, for your wisdom, your clarity, and your unwavering faith in the spirit of our Constitution. Your words continue to inspire us to build a democracy rooted in courage, compassion, and balance. Justice Gopal Gauraji has been a lighthouse in a sea of political chaos. He is the proof that retirement does not silence responsibility, that a judge may leave the bench, but not the battle for justice. That is why we fight. Our fight is not about power, it's about restoring trust in public life. It's about bringing dignity back to governance. It's about ensuring that the law protects the weak, not just the powerful. That's what we all stand for. That's why we stand by Justice Gopal Gauraji. And in this journey, we are blessed to be guided not just by political instincts, but also by ethical giants like Justice V. Gopal Gauraji. Finally, I would like to sum up in a few words. I draw strength from his words, I draw clarity from his wisdom, and above all, I draw courage from his life. Let us carry that spirit forward. Let us build a society where justice is not feared, but felt. And these are the key takeaways which I have taken from his life. He has often said that legislature, the administration, the judiciary are the three organs of one living constitution. Each must perform its role independently, yet harmoniously complementing one another when needed, but never crossing into each other's domain. These words capture the very essence of our republic, that independence does not mean isolation and cooperation does not mean compromise. You have repeatedly reminded the judiciary, the government, and the bureaucracy that the ultimate duty of every institution is to protect the democratic spirit and uphold constitutional values. Your reflections on governance and justice are not about politics, they are about principle. The judiciary must show courage when power becomes overbearing and caution when power is balanced. On this special day, I pray to Lord Venkateshwara and Lord Manjunatha to bless Justice Gopal Gauraji with long life and good health. May his wisdom continue to guide future generations, and may leaders like me always have the privilege to learn from his experience and ideals. And Jai Karnataka, Jai.